I want to welcome you back to Black Side tonight. We're going to talk about the Derek Chauvin trial in which a juror has laid grounds for appeal in this case. He participated in a march on Washington, plus he was wearing a BLM t-shirt which said, "Get your knee off our necks." This will probably be a mistrial. They will probably give Derek Chauvin a retrial for the simple fact that in the questionnaire, they ask specific questions. Were you involved in any protests or marches? Which he marked no. And he marked another questionnaire. Do you have or were you associated with any groups that were against Derek Chauvin? And he marked no on the questionnaire. I believe that Derek Chauvin's lawyers knew this before the trial even happened. They were already planning to possibly get a retrial. And I believe he might have been a plan set up so Derek Chauvin could get a retrial. And in the retrial, get a different type of jury. This is going to create chaos if he gets a retrial. And there will be many lawyers across the country who will say he deserves a retrial. But because you can't have people on the jury with biases. I'm talking about the type of bias that you know that you have already made up your mind before the trial has even started. So it seems like right now we're in a situation where we might have to go through this shit once again. And I want to talk to this brother Brandon Mitchell, who goes on television, who's running his damn mouth, who's walking around with t-shirts on. First thing, he should have went and hid after the trial and said nothing at all, like the rest of the jurors. But no, he goes ahead and gives interviews. And you know that Derek Chauvin's lawyers are looking into everybody's background once again. And once they found these pictures, this gave them the chance to say we won the retrial. And if not that, they will go at Maxine Waters for what she said before the jury came back with a verdict. These lawyers are extremely shrewd, and they will do anything to get their police officer clients off. Remember, the police union has millions of dollars, and they will fight for these white officers to get off when it comes to killing black people in America. I want to go to another case in Atlanta. This is the cop, Garrett Rolfe, who was fired for shooting Rayshard Brooks. Atlanta board reverses firing of officer charged in Rayshard Brooks' death. The Atlanta officer charged in the murder and the shooting death of Rayshard Brooks was reinstated to the police department on Wednesday, but will remain on administrative leave. The Atlanta Civil Service Board said in a 5-page decision that the city failed to comply with several provisions of the city code and the information received during the witness testimony when it fired Garrett Rolfe. So Garrett Rolfe is back on the Atlanta Police Department. He's back on the payroll of the city of Atlanta. And he will receive back pay from the year he was fired. So all the way up to the trial, he will be receiving paychecks from the city of Atlanta, even though he has been charged with murder of Rayshard Brooks. You can't make this shit up. You really can't. If you know anyone who has been charged of murder and was able to keep their job and still receive a paycheck, let me know in the comment section, because I want to know. This is stunning, but this is what happens when the police unions have this much power. This is why we need to get rid of qualified immunity. Maybe these police officers will act with a little more respect if they knew that they can personally be sued for their actions. Let's listen a little bit more. The board concludes that the applicant was not afforded his rights to due process. Hell, we ain't giving due process half of the time. Therefore, the board grants the appeal of Garrett Rolfe and revokes his dismissal and the employee of the APD. The decision read. What kind of shit is that? What's going on here? That you just can't fire a police officer for his actions while on duty. This is a victory for Garrett Rolfe for the simple fact you're basically saying we think this guy might be innocent. But what I'm saying, it puts it in the back of jurors' mind that if the police department did not fire him, maybe he did the right thing by shooting that brother in the back in the parking lot. This is how much power the police departments have in America. Hell, they still shooting everybody. You know what's going on in North Carolina. They shot the brother up in Virginia. I heard they just shot a sister down in Texas similar to Breonna Taylor. So these officers have not took a step back. They have actually accelerated the shooting of black people in America. The people of Atlanta have to be extremely upset that this guy is going to be receiving a paycheck while on trial. Your taxpayer dollars is still going to be feeding his family, paying the lawyers, until this trial is over. This stuff is disheartening, and it also makes you sick, because we got so many of these trials going on across the nation, and I believe in Derek Chauvin. This clown might get off in the second trial, and I believe Garrett Rolfe won't be convicted in Atlanta. You never pay the crime when you kill a black person. And that's just how it is in America. I want to thank you for listening to Black Site. I hope you subscribe to this channel. Smash that like button, but also share this video.